£125,000. That's the target for my investment portfolio this year. But how's the portfolio looking just now? What's happening, folks? My name is Robbie and today I'm going to be breaking down my entire investment portfolio. That's index funds like the S&P 500, individual stocks like Amazon and Apple, and even cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'll tell you the biggest gains, the biggest losses, and everything in between, in hopes that you might find some inspiration before making your own investment decisions. It obviously goes without saying that I am not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice, but there might be some investments in my portfolio that you hadn't considered, which you could then go and do your own research and decide if it's a good investment and if you want to add it to your portfolio as well. Or you might just decide that I'm an idiot for my investment choices. Who knows? This is the internet, so I'm sure if anyone thinks I'm an idiot, they will tell me. The only thing I'm going to say before we get stuck right in is, in 2023, I am shooting for 4,000 subscribers, and I need your help to get there. If you find this video helpful, interesting, or even entertaining, remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos based on business, finance, and investing. Now I'm finished begging for friends, let's get stuck in. Category 1, as always, is index funds. You might be asking yourself, what is an index fund? An index fund is a type of mutual fund or exchange traded fund with a portfolio constructed to match or track the components of a financial market index, such as the Standard & Poor's 500 index, the S&P 500. That basically means it's a large group of investments bundled together into one investment vehicle. Rather than having £500 and investing £1 each into the top 500 companies in America, you can invest that £500 into the S&P 500, and that contains 500 of the biggest companies in America. So which index funds have I invested in? Going in ascending order, we have the following. Germany All Cap Fund. This is currently sitting at £970.92, which is up £144.70. And this little tracker here is new, so I will be tallying up the total, and this will add up as we go along, so you'll see the portfolio building. Next up is the FTSE 250, which is a British index fund, sitting at £1,031.80, currently up 21.67%, which is £183.80 on last quarter. The Emerging Markets Index Fund does what it says in the tin. It's an index fund comprising of emerging markets. This currently sits at £2,312.55, and that's up £131.63 on last quarter. And the big one, previously mentioned, the S&P 500. This currently sits at £41,558.76, and that's actually down £670.47 on last quarter, so that's about a 1.59% drop. I also have some cash in my index funds stocks and shares ISA. That's sitting at £490.84, and the only reason I include that in this portfolio update is because it's already in the account. It will be invested at some point. I don't tend to include my cash in a bank and savings and things like that, but if it's already in the account, it goes in the portfolio update because it's going to be invested tomorrow maybe, who knows, I'll do something with it soon. So that gives us an index fund total of £46,364.87. That's a 0.28% jump since last quarter of £128.89. £128 is not going to break the bank, and it's not big on percentage, but it's still on an upward trajectory. What more can you ask for? Now, typically in my portfolio updates, I usually include a little screenshot of the investments from the investment platform, but when I took note of my investments in my spreadsheet at the start of the month, I forgot to take the screenshots. If I go back and take the screenshots now, they will not match up with the numbers I've noted down. The market's fluctuated quite a bit since then, so the numbers won't add up. So no screenshots in this update, you'll just have to take my word for it. And if you really don't believe me, go to a previous portfolio update where there are screenshots, and you can see that I do hold these stocks and shares. Next category is usually the most interesting, and that's individual stocks. There has been one stock removed from this category, and that is Argo Blockchain. This was down around 98% when I sold it. I think it was worth about £20, maybe less. And because Hargreaves charges you transaction fees when you sell things, I actually had to pay to get rid of it. It cost me like a £5 just to get rid of it, but I didn't want to look at it anymore. I didn't want to see the minus 98% any longer. That's how bad an investment it was. It cost me money to get rid of it. Now, with individual stocks, I usually break it down by platform. So I have Hargreaves Lansdown, Etoro, and Crowdcube, where I've invested in a few smaller startup-y type companies. But I've changed that. This time I'm going to do it in ascending order because I think it's more interesting to see the little number tally up at the bottom. So, starting at the bottom, we have Tilray, £18.23, down £1.70, and I believe that Hargreaves are actually going to automatically sell that, or may have already sold it at this point, because it's a cannabis company and they don't like that on British platforms or something like that. I'm going to double check that. I'm going to check right now to see if it's still in my portfolio or if it's gone by the time I'm filming this now. Tilray is gone, so it won't be here in the next portfolio update, but at the beginning of the month it was here, so £18.23. Warner Brothers Discovery, didn't even buy this, it was basically given to me through some sort of mergers, acquisition, split. There was some sort of corporate actions happening with AT&T and I ended up with this. It's currently worth £23.72. Evraz, a company that doesn't move because it's a Russian company and trading has been suspended on this. Invested in this before Russia invaded Ukraine, so literally like a week before. I didn't know that was going to happen. £60.49. It's currently down on last quarter, but that's just because it's on Etoro. Etoro is in dollars and it bases the price on the exchange rate between dollars and pounds. So there is a fluctuation there, but that is just because of the exchange rate. Corsair, £90.89. That's up 13.2%. Persimmon, the home builder, £117.56, down £10.86. Scottish Mortgage Trust, £157.92, down £14.21. UK Commercial Property Trust, £185.99, also down £19.20. AT&T, £201.89, up £22.97. Imperial Brands, £230.16, up £15.91. Shell, surprisingly down, it's currently sitting at £231.08, and that's down 4.62%. BP, £240.50, and that's up 71p. IAG, so the parent company for British Airways and a few others, £243.08, up £63.82. Procter & Gamble, if you go into your kitchen and look under your sink, there will be cleaning products owned by Procter & Gamble. £376.72, up £37.07. Facebook, we all know Facebook, £413.55, down £73.44 because of the fucking metaverse probably. Berkshire Hathaway, £513.41, up £34.52. This little tally should be going up a decent amount each time now. American Express, £609.38, up £246.64, but I believe I invested £200 at some point in the last quarter, so actually up £46 on the previous quarter. Apple, £621.67, that's down £117, which is a 15% loss. Warehouse Real Estate Investment Trust, £638.82, and that's up £9.36. Netflix, surprisingly up £733.14, and that's up 15% on the last quarter. Starbucks, still one of my favourites, £1,086.13, up £107.40, that's nearly 11%, this one's a biggie. Amazon, £1,422.70, down £602.39 in the last quarter, which is a 29% drop. Is that right? I'm going to check my spreadsheet. October to January. Yes, it is right. It was just over £2,000 last quarter, £600 odd down. Google, £1,477.23, down 13%, and two secret companies. They are not a secret for any reason other than the fact I keep saying I'm going to make a video on them, and I want to make a video before I put them into the portfolio update. I'll make that video soon, I promise. I keep getting caught up in doing other videos and doing other things, but I will make a video on these two companies. You'll find out who they are. You might find it interesting. You might be extremely underwhelmed by the companies that I've invested in. But secret company number one, £2,921.48, and because it's not publicly listed company, there's no change there. And secret company number two, £3,001.24, also no change because it's not a publicly listed company. So that gives us a total for our individual stocks category of £16,041.64, including again a small amount of cash in some of these accounts that will be invested between now and the next update. And the final category, which is quickly becoming my least favourite, used to be my favourite for obvious reasons, cryptocurrency. It is now my least favourite because of the headaches that come with it. It used to be my favourite because it went like that on a chart. I think anyone involved in cryptocurrency at the minute has a bit of a love-hate relationship. If you've been involved in crypto for longer than 3 years, you've seen some ups and downs. I've been investing in cryptocurrency since 2017 and I've seen a few ups and downs at this point. I'm going to post a full video in the coming weeks on why I really dislike cryptocurrency at the minute, but I'll spare you the details just now because it really does need a full video. It's not a 30-second segment, it needs a 10-minute explanation. So there has been quite a lot of change in this category. I have sold all my Luna, all my Cardano, all my Solana, and all my Shiba. So now I only own 4 cryptocurrencies, that is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple and Floki Inu. Starting at the bottom we have Floki Inu at £91.23 and that was £2,000 when I first invested in it. So I only need that to multiply by 22 times to break even. Next up is Ripple, currently sitting at £133.53 and that's down 29.6% on last quarter. Ethereum sitting at £2,060.12 and that's down 10%, and Bitcoin sitting at £11,098.83, down 17.6% on last quarter. So this brings the total crypto holdings to £13,383.71, a total loss in the last quarter of £2,968.99 for this category. That's an 18% drop. And that brings us to the end of the portfolio update. With portfolio updates, I don't include cash, I don't include alternative investments like watches or whiskey, I don't include property, just the investment accounts. And in total, these accounts amount to £75,790.20, which sounds like a nice number, happy enough with that, but it's actually a 4.17% drop since last quarter. That's £3,298 in the past 3 months. Painful, again, it is what it is. You just have to keep moving. Investing is a long-term game, so you can't let the quarterly or monthly disappointments grind you down because you need to have the long-term mindset, which is what I have. The only thing left to do here is to set a target for next quarter, and I typically like to set a target of 5%. Sometimes that's achievable, sometimes it's not. Currently, it is the 3rd of February. Usually I would have had this uploaded in the first week of January, but I've actually been in the hospital, which is another story for another day. But since the 1st of January until now, the portfolio has actually increased by 5%. Will it continue to do so until April? Who knows? A 5% increase based on January's numbers would take us to £79,579. So we'll round that up to 80,000. That's the target for April. So make sure you subscribe to the channel for the next portfolio update to see if I make that target. Also just subscribe anyway if you're interested in business, finance, the occasional car video, watches, anything like that, you'll find it here. As I mentioned before, I'm shooting for 4,000 subscribers and I need all the help I can get. So thank you as always for watching, folks. I really appreciate it and I'll see you next week. Take it easy.